Manchester United have won 1-0 away at Nottingham Forest in the FA Cup. An absolute dog shit game of football, certainly second half for both sides. And Manchester United have somehow come away with the victory. It could have gone either way, that could have there. It looked like it was heading to extra time and potentially penalties with the way the game was going. It looked like it was going to take a moment of brilliance from either side, which didn't look very likely. The more likely outcome was a corner kick, a free kick, a penalty or something like that to break the deadlock, and that was what ended up happening. A free kick in the dying moments, put into the box, Casemiro getting his head on it, and a bit of his head on it, I think he just scraped it, and Manchester United win 1-0, undeservedly win 1-0 to be honest. Poor again from Manchester United. The forward players, dog shit again. Rashford, dog shit again. Anthony, not good enough in the end, was hooked off. Garnacho didn't do nothing much of note in this game, really. Bruno Fernandes didn't really do enough besides the fucking assist for the fucking goal. It's just absolutely diabolical yet again from Manchester United. But I mean, to be honest, well, Forest much better, to be honest. I mean, the ball in the first half was on a few times for them to try and catch Manchester United out, but I mean, it was just dog shit, it really was. But in all fairness, in the FA Cup, you just want to get through. You do just want to get through. Manchester United have got a number of injured players out. I mean, I'm not making that as an excuse for that dog shit, because Manchester United should be at least performing a lot better in terms of style of play, in terms of just playing football on that pitch. We should be a lot better with the players that we've got on that pitch. But when you do have injured players, you just do want to get out, a lot of them. You just want to get through the tie, and Manchester United have got through the tie. Now, it's a mammoth task beating Liverpool at Old Trafford. It's very, very unlikely that Manchester United are going to get any further in this FA Cup. But we're into the next round anyway. Hopefully some players may come back from injury for that game. But you've got to hope that Rasmus Højlund comes back. I don't know if Martinez probably won't be back in time for that one. I highly doubt. I don't know how many more weeks he's going to be out. Them two are badly missed in this Manchester United. Certainly Højlund is. I didn't think we were going to miss Rasmus Højlund as much as we have prior to him scoring them goals. I thought before he scored them goals, I thought if he was injured, it wouldn't make any fucking difference. But when he went on that goal scoring run and then got injured, we have looked terrible without him. Not even just his goals, just his presence up front. We have just missed massively. You look at Rashford, and it's just night and day between the two. I mean, I wasn't convinced with Højlund earlier in the season, but now looking back on it, it is night and day. Rashford, just poor. Rashford shouldn't be playing striker, and the amount of times he's had to play striker over the years is just criminal. It really is for Manchester United. His best football is out on the left hand side, definitely 100%. But he hasn't deserved to even be starting games for Manchester United. I mean, but there is no other option. I mean, Garnacho has started what, 20 plus games for Manchester. Consecutive games, I think it's more than 20 consecutive games in Manchester United now, and I'm not sure if some of these games he's probably been Manchester United's best attacker besides Højlund recently, but he could still probably do with coming out, and someone else could be sliding into that team, but we just haven't got the options right now. Ahmed's come on in that second half. We haven't seen enough of Ahmed to really make any judgment on that game, but he's not really getting a lot of look in for Manchester United, and there's just no other fucking options up front. It's just absolutely diabolical, it really is. I mean, you had Amrabat playing left back today, which isn't ideal. It really isn't. I would much prefer to see a left back playing there, but he doesn't want to bring in one from the academy, a younger one. I do understand that to a certain extent, because the pressure is on Erik ten Hag to win these games of football, but you're putting square pegs in round holes, and I mean he's put Scott McTominay in midfield today. I mean, Scott McTominay's had a couple of chances in the first half, but I'm not really sure that Scott McTominay should be starting games for Manchester United ahead of Kobbie Mainoo. But Kobbie Mainoo, 18, he's probably rested in for that game at the weekend that we're probably going to get battered in against Man City. But I'm going to try and look on the positive side. Manchester United won the game anyway, so you never know in the FA Cup. Could Manchester United spring a huge shock in the FA Cup and beat Liverpool. I highly doubt it, but to win this FA Cup, Manchester United would have to probably produce 2 out of this world shocks against Liverpool, and then at some point we'd probably have to play Man City unless they get knocked out against like a Chelsea or a Newcastle in one of these rounds. And it is very unlikely that Manchester United are going to get any further, but we are in the round, so that's all you can do. Anyway, I don't know who's man of the match out of that game. I couldn't think of a man of the match out of both sides, to be honest. It was fucking poor. I know Alan Shearer gave Casemiro man of the match, but if he hadn't scored that goal in the dying minutes, he would not have been man of the match. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll talk to you all again soon.